Okay, so we have the Q&A. I enjoy the Dragon Ball The Breaker's Break. I'm also keep playing that game, but I'll focus more on this. But before we get into that, I would actually like to address some some quick frequently asked questions, because that was honestly, it was the whole point of me making the Q&A, was to not only get the Dragon Ball The Breaker's Break, but to also address some questions that I keep getting a lot. Now, addressing them in a video format would probably be better, and people will see it more often. That way it'll get asked less. The question that I get most by far is, how do I play the game? Do I play it on emulator, or do I play it on Xbox 360? It's pretty clear to tell that I play it using an Xbox controller, since you can see the button display whenever there's a clash or something. So people can easily tell that it's something to do with the 360s. It's not an Xbox One. However, people have a very hard time discerning whether or not it's an emulator or it's an Xbox 360. Number one, I'm flattered, because emulator looks way better than Xbox 360 ever will, and that's because it can actually play games at 60 FPS. But I do not play on emulator. I play on an Xbox 360. I have played on Xbox 360 ever since the conception of the channel. I had never used an emulator to play Raging Blast 2. I don't think I ever will, but there's nothing really stopping me from doing that.
Here's the Big Daddy itself. Nothing to drop that. Yeah, it works completely fine. Turns on all by itself. It has the disc side of it. Once it pops out, I'll show it to you. There it is.
Alright, now I got that recorded. Anyways, the frequent question that I get asked a lot is how to participate in selecting the next characters. I've already made videos on that, so I'll probably just link them in the description. But spoiler alert, it's a bit of a democracy. Okay, so the next question, I looked it up. So the next question that I get very frequently is, why not play the game online? The answer to that is pretty simple. I already have. The online for Xbox 360 is very convoluted. I'm not really sure how it works. Number one, I get asked that question because people want to play against me online, but they more than likely assume that I'm playing on emulator. Again, not playing on emulator. Original hardware recorded on my computer. They assume that I'm playing on an emulator, and that's not the case. They have to get a 360 to play with me. So I don't know how this 360 servers work. I have checked sites like Reddit and different what was the other site called? Reddit. I checked I looked it up on Google, right? I looked it up as a question on Google, and it seems to be working, but you log in and it doesn't really look like it's working. The idea is that even if the online worked, which I don't doubt it does, but let's assume for the sake of the argument that it's there's a debate that it either works or doesn't work, and that it actually works. You can't really match up with anybody because nobody's playing the game for real. So I can probably just create a room and then wait 7 hours for one person to miraculously start searching for rooms, or get someone who has the game and then friend them up and then fight and then invite them to a game, or search until someone eventually makes a room and then join it. But either way, there aren't any really optimal ways or convenient ones to fight against other people in this game. Alright, we got that out of the way. We can start going with the actual Q&A. Only got 2 questions, but it's not really that surprising. I don't know if I'll get a lot of questions because I actually answered that. I'll pat myself on the back when it's deserved. I answer a lot of questions when I get the question and not later. So all the questions that I really had are answered. Do appreciate the questions, and if you have any more, feel free to keep asking those. Number one, why haven't you tried online yet? Do you play like this by choice because it's most optimal against CPUs, or do you seek to learn more? I just explained this question. This is one of the questions that I do get a lot. I don't play online because it is very as a matter of fact, why don't I shut my mouth, and instead of telling you how bad it is, why don't I just show ya? Here's Raging Blast that's been open for some reason. Didn't know it was open. Oh yeah, it was open because I opened it, closed the cartridge. Anyways, so we go to Xbox Live right here, right? This is online, and I'm not connected to the server. So we send it to the server right now. The real reason I go over here is to check the battle records, because this is the only way. Yeah, it's title list. Hold on, let me go back, please. In battle record, you can check your title list, which is, dude, this is the only way that I know of to check what characters you have and haven't done for the battle zones and stuff like that. If I can please get to it. You can tell that I played online, by the way, because there's so many of these empty. Anyways, this is the only real way to check if you're on the battle zone with them, because I don't think it tells you on like the main menu. But here we have, here you can actually check what you have and haven't done with the battle zone, and it's really easy to check, and that's literally the only reason why I opened the online. Obviously, the other reason is to look around here. But if you can see right here, I just go to player match. I can actually search. Custom match, it's actually a search feature. You can just look for rooms. As you can see, there's literally no one playing this game. Quick match will give you the same thing. I can create a match if that's worth anything. Happens the same thing. Nothing found. It actually should give me menus with people inside of them that you can't join. So it means that these servers are more dead than they were before? Not really sure. Let me actually create a room to see if that's true. Okay, so I can't create a room. This more than likely means that this game is not, like, the servers aren't dead. At least I'm assuming that's what that means, because that could literally mean anything. Either way, it's nigh impossible to actually, like, look for someone randomly. So you have to set up specifically to, like, find a match. You have to actually, like, plan it out with people by, like, getting friends or whatever, you know, a tall order to say the least. And they would technically be, like, harder, and I would appreciate that. But it simply just isn't in the cards for me to, like, really go online right now. Anyways, with that question out of the way, we're gonna have a couple of questions. What made me start YouTube? It's a really actually funny story. So funny that you might not actually believe me if I told you what it was. The lore is, one summer, about 3 years ago, I was bored and I wanted to do a, what's it called? A YouTube channel. I just wanted to make a YouTube channel just cause. I can actually, hold on, let me hit someone's lineup right now so I can prove it. You need to be friends with Absolution to start a call. There you go. He unadded me. I hate him so much right now. Let me call Chris at work. Hold on. This is a perfect time. This is an opening. It's not ringing. It's ringing.
What's up?
Are you available right now?
I'm available.
Okay, can you just answer a question real fast?
3 minutes.
You have 3 minutes? That's perfect. So, exactly 3 years ago, do you remember why I started doing YouTube?
YouTube poop? Yes, of course.
Because the poops are epic? Do you know what it was for? You remember what I told you when I started the YouTube channel?
Wait, no. It was because, my channel got deleted and we had a really funny clip on there that you wanted, but I couldn't get access to it anymore. It got deleted, so you said, well, I had to take this YouTube thing seriously so I could become famous enough to start a riot on Twitter and get your account back.
That's not untrue, but that was 2 years after I started doing YouTube.
So why you started?
Yes. You remember why I made Macho Man rambles insane antics to his computer monitor?
It's on the tip of my tongue.
And you know what? This guy's there got closer.
You know, like when you hear something and you're like, dude, you should remember this, but then you don't.
But you do not remember it? You know what? That is a great analogy. How did I not figure that one out?
You know, I think we both know what it is, and we should just say it at the same time.
So as you can tell that he remembers, actually, very well. I hung up, by the way. You can't really hear that because it's not a real call. It's an Instagram call. Is he hitting me up? Yes, he is. Yeah.
Well, don't leave me in suspense. I don't have much time. Tell me why you did it.
But you know.
No?
Anyways, next question. What consoles do you have? I'm pretty sure in editing, I'm just gonna show you what, like the Xbox 360. You already know I play on Xbox 360. You might have seen the PS4 right under it. I probably just shoot a picture, as a matter of fact. I don't need to record it anymore. You also got a good, nice picture of my turned over Liberty Internet box. My Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons strutted about. A copy of Persona 5 Strikers at the side that you can't even see. A marketing deal that I'm trying to close with a deodorant company. But as you can see right there, I have a Xbox Series X. What's it called? Like a terabyte extension. I got a terabyte extension because I used to have an Xbox One, and those used to be really low on space. Xbox Series X not so much, but Xbox One, you really needed that in order to make it work. And I also have a PS4 Pro. So I have really all you would really need for the generation consoles. I wouldn't call it like a particularly like good setup. Well, it's not really good setup anyway. I can barely see the TV. But the point still stands that it's not like the latest tech, but it's up there basically. The third question is, who is your favorite Raging Blast 2 character? I mean, it'd be easier to answer what is my favorite Dragon Ball character of all time. You know, I don't know how you could tell. But to answer your question seriously, it's Vegito. It's Vegito by a lot. Because it's my personal favorite. But if you mean favorite to play, I'd probably still say Vegito. But there are a lot of fun characters to play in this game. Closest thing I can probably imagine is Raditz, because of how unique he is. But really, most of the characters in Raging Blast 2 play basically the same, so not really anything bold to say there, which is why I like the game a lot, but that, I guess, is a video for another day. But yeah, favorite Raging Blast 2 character, Vegito. Favorite Dragon Ball character, Vegito. It used to be my favorite character in fiction, but I learned about Kenpachi Zaraki. So here we are. I reached the edgy phase. Thanks for the questions. If you have any more, feel free to let me know at any time, really. I'll only start stacking up Q&As after, like, I guess milestones. So I guess that's the only real place that I can think about doing Q&As. But yeah.
What a waste of time! That wasn't even fun!